Isaiah here. This time I have to do it. This little live video from inside my room. Sorry if it's a little, if it's a little bright. If I know if I turn off this light, it will. Oh no, you can't see me. But yeah, we're just going to do what we can. Guess I'm gonna turn a little bit of a ways, but see, I'm sitting here on my bed here, but it should be good. Okay, if I turn my back this way towards the TV, I think it should be, yeah, should be good here. Yeah, as you all can see, I'm in my bedroom, but I'm here on vacation. So here on vacation, here in Orlando. But the first reactions for Solo: A Star Wars Story is out. The world premiere was actually last night. Actually, right after I got done with my live stream for the Deadpool 2 reactions, it was like I looked on YouTube and I'm like, oh snap, the world premieres tonight. That means they're going to see the reactions later in the morning, the next morning. But I've read some reactions, and I gotta admit, I'm pretty excited. So I wanted to come on here and actually read these reactions that I actually got here together on here. And the first one is actually from Jim Vedvoda, but Jim VJVODA. Sorry if I can't get your name right, but hey. First one up. He says, hashtag Solo is a fun. I was pleasantly surprised that it worked as well as it did, given Arhama and retooling. Charming cast, fun action, good jokes, good fan service, but still does its own thing. Star Wars will be fine. Okay, he has a set of two tweets here, but just he says Star Wars will be fine. That is great to hear, because after especially the very abysmal response to Last Jedi in back in December, and also hearing about the whole Lord and Miller issue, and then also with Ron Howard coming back in, it seems that the movie is going to do fine, and that is great to hear, because Ron Howard really had to come in and really mop up the mess that Lord and Miller left, and it seemed like he was the right guy for the job. And Jim also goes on here to say, Alden was made for a fine young Han. He's not the Harrison Ford Han Solo, but there are definitely plenty of homages and familiarity. He made it his own. Chewie and Lando are standouts, as is Phoebe Waller-Bridger, and that is great. That is great. And see, that was the main reason everybody was really worried about this film. Was that Alden Ehrenreich was not our Han Solo. He was not going to be like Harrison Ford. And that was really the whole thing about this, was that he was not going to be Harrison Ford. And I'm glad people are actually saying he's good, in spite of not him trying to do impersonations and stuff like that. So that is great. But okay, so moving on to Peter Siretta from Slash Film. This is what he had to say. Hashtag Solo was a blast. The Kasdans nailed the character of Han Solo. Yes, the story is a series of not unexpected, but expected events. Han meets Chewie, etc. But none of them happen as expected. Stay away from spoilers. Big Marvel level shit that will make you wonder where Lucasfilm is heading next. Wow, that in his tweets, but that right there was a mouthful. He said stay away from spoilers, but he said they also don't know where the franchise is going next. So that makes you think, oh my goodness, this is going to change the game in the way we're going to be thinking about these anthology movies, because I mean, there's been rumor mill that actually the Obi-Wan movie has begun production, and soon as and they said it's supposed to be heading into production, probably coming out maybe 2020, I believe I'm hearing. And that's also going online through the trades. But if that is true, that's the next one I can't wait for, because Ian McGregor has been sitting on the sidelines for too long, and we've been waiting for this movie for a long time from him. But Peter also went on to actually say Solo feels surprisingly unlike any Star Wars movie before, yet perfectly captures the tone, adventure, characters, and humor of the Star Wars franchise. Also, also I need a Lando movie in my life. I think we all can say we can need a Lando movie in our life because Donald, there's something about Donald Glover that he just has this charisma when you see him in his TV spots and stuff like that. It's like he's really trying to channel his Billy D, but he's trying to make it his own Billy D. But I'm ready to see this movie now. This makes me even more excited to go see the movie in a couple of weeks. But Peter also went to say, it's not hard to laugh at Beckett telling Han before a heist to stick to the plan of absolutely no improvising. Seems like a meta commentary on the production problems, regardless of any of the production problems. The finished film is going to make most fans happy. So definitely we're getting fan service here, which is awesome. We're getting fan service because the fan service is really what people want following what happened with the Last Jedi. Like I get it, Last Jedi was out of the box. I'll say it that most. I mean, yeah, it could have used some fan service moments, but they were trying to take the Star Wars brand forward. They didn't want to have repeats of the last trilogy, and that's understandable. But maybe a little. I'm kind of in the middle about it, but maybe a little bit more fan service would have been absolutely necessary. It would have been necessary. But okay, moving along, Berto Gonzalez, El May and B, this is what he had to say. Eldon Ehrenreich is Han Solo. The movie is an absolute blast to hyperspace. Wow, that and it has all the official hashtags, which is great, and I mean that's great to hear. All right, this one is from Joe Mirez. Joe Mirez. He said, "Wow, just came out of hashtags Solo a Star Wars story and can confirm it's kind of a blast. Donald Glover was as perfect as expected, but Alden Ehrenreich has swagger to match and spare. Woo, this is that. Oh God, I gotta keep reading. He's not even finished. Foot heavy on the nostalgia pedal. Bit of a rough opening, but could not wipe smirk off my face for most of it. Also, train heist. Now, oh, that is something to say. Like it hits the nostalgia, see, fan service. But also, they said the train heist. We have seen bits of the train heist in the TV spots and the trailers, and it seems like it's going to be a very high octane scene, especially with the camera work. There's a particular shot I think I saw in either a featurette or a TV spot where you see crazy camera movements that's going to be happening within the film, and it's going to be awesome to see that on the big screen. And it has that really like old western on top of a train, old fashioned shootout. So that's going to be something to see. And also, and this is what Joe had to say. And also, L337 is an utter scene stealer. That's good to hear. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I've been hearing she's killing it. She's awesome in this movie. Okay, Anthony Breznican. Yeah, I think he's with. Don't even remember what trade he's with, but I'll just read his thoughts. Solo thoughts. Blast like the Falcon. A few rough edges getting there, but I thought real Ron Howard at real Ron Howard, the director, pulled it off as neatly as a Wookiee removes arms. And he's not even done. I'll read some more. More hashtag solo thoughts. Alden Ehrenreich doesn't remind me of Harrison Ford. He reminds me of Jack Nicholson if he's been cast as a smuggler in the original Star Wars. Wise ass, easily scared, bigger heart than he like, Jake Geddes of the galaxy. This is good. I like this. And one more tweet. Yes, Lando rules, but you already knew that. Tell you from that first trailer, we all knew he was going to rule. Like, really, was there any doubt at this point? Oh my goodness, he has one more tweet. I've lost track of this one. Hashtag solo MVP. Jonas Sotamao, who somehow radiates the soul of Chewbacca from beneath all that fur. That's right, Jonas. Yeah, he is the guy that actually took over from Peter Mayhew to actually do this, to actually do the this version of Chewie. And it seems like he kills it. It seems like all the actors we're hearing about in this film have been stealing this role. They've been stealing the roles. I mean, we haven't heard anything about the rest of the cast, but maybe I will in these next set of tweets. But it seems like they're on the roll. This is about to be a hit. So I hope Infinity War can make it to $2 billion really fast because it seems like this film is about to steal. Okay, last thoughts. True surprises, especially Amelia Clark's, and this is still from Anthony Breznican. True surprises, especially Amelia Clark's Kira and Phoebe Bridges L3. Not what I expected from them, and unexpected is always welcome. So that's good. So maybe she's not going to be just a love interest because I'm hearing there's a love interest thing going on with Han and Kira. They have a past together. They grew up on the streets of Corellia together. Yeah, it seems like we're going to be in for a treat with that. So hopefully, no spoilers. So I'm just going to keep it on moving. This one's from Kate Warner. She says, "Ooh, Star Wars fans, you are in for a freaking treat with Solo. Killer Crass, a great adventure, so much fun. Hashtag Han Solo." Dan Casey, Solo was so much better than I was expecting. It balanced fan service with meaningful storytelling, and it's an absolute blast. It's an absolute blast, full of Easter eggs and deep cut references. The cast oozed charisma, especially Donald Glover as Lando and Phoebe Bridges as L337. Hashtag Han Solo, hashtag Star Wars. See that, that's awesome. Like great, it's great hearing this stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on reading it and just keep on going. Sorry, battery thing. All right. Thrilled to say Solo, a Star Wars Stories works. This is from Ben Meckler on Twitter. Yeah, thrilled to say Solo, a Star Wars Stories works. Cast crushed it, true to what we know yet, and a fresh, only subpar thing. At least 40 minutes wasted on scenes where characters wolf down raw Vidalia onions. Third act drags too. Still, this is a real Star Wars movie. Loved it. Okay, he had a little bit of issues with it, but really, what movie you don't? But it seems like overall he loved it, even though it has problems. And that's the thing people have to realize. Every movie is going to have its problems. So let's go on to this next tweet. Oh, he actually, Ben Meckler really had a lot to say for this film. Okay, he says, Bradford Young's cinematography is incredible. Painterly light in a grittier Star Wars world than we've known. This is a gorgeous shot. There is a gorgeous shot of the Millennium Falcon in moonlight that mystifyingly matte onion dripping juice all over the Twi'lek tentacle. Upsetting. Donald Glover is the standout. He is Lando with even more swagger. I do wish he hadn't chosen to end every scene by looking directly into the lids and shouting, Toss me another baby, to a camera assistant before receiving, then devouring a full Vidalia onion. Otherwise, terrific. Whatever that means. I guess we have to see the film to see what he's talking about. One thing I didn't expect was for Solo to be as an emotional as it was. When Han and Chewie meet, the energy is just pure magic. Shame it had to be couched in a scene where the two subpar over an exquisite Vidalia in a Tog Rutan spice market. But to be fair, it still worked. Okay, like I said, apparently I don't know if that's light spoilers. I don't know. We're just going to keep it moving. Okay, this is from Steve Weintraub, Collider Frosty over at Collider. I figured if Disney Studios was willing to show Solo, a Star Wars story, a few weeks before release, it must be good. And it absolutely is. Film is a blast and a welcome addition to the Star Wars universe. Real Ron Howard, you did a great job. Congrats. And that's Collider Frosty. There's no BS with him. If he says the film is great and the cast and everybody did a great job, it's true. I trust the folks over at Collider. They are awesome. Okay. Oh, and he wasn't finished. Another thing about Solo, a Star Wars story, that really stood out are the action set pieces. They were great and so well choreographed. Wow. I also thought Alden Ehrenreich was perfectly cast as Han Solo. Trust me, the entire cast was fantastic. Can't wait to see it again. That is awesome. That's great to hear from him. And it seems like the good reviews that keep rolling along. I think I have some more here, but I'm gonna be wrapping it up soon. But I'm just gonna keep it going because this is great to hear because everybody had doubts about this movie and it seems like it's coming through. It's coming through on all cylinders, and it seems like Kathleen Kennedy pulled another one out of her belt. I mean, Rogue One was a whole different issue with a whole third act issue, but this movie had to 70% of this movie had to be redone, and Ron Howard did it, and did like a specific scene. If he did a specific scene that it took Lord of Miller to do days on, he did it within a matter of hours. That is something that is something hard to accomplish, especially for a director. But they knew Ron Howard was going to get the work done, so I'm just going to keep moving because this is an amazing. This is just amazing just to see a movie have a total 180. You thought that was going to go bad, is now actually doing great. So let me go ahead and read a couple of more, and I'm gonna get up on out of here myself. All right, Jackie Jin got out of Solo or Star Wars stories, and I'm completely floored. This movie seriously holds up. I was on the edge of my seat and had so much fun watching it. Interviewing the stars of the film tomorrow, cannot wait. That's great. Kevin Pollowy. Solo, a Star Wars story is really good. Fun as hell. It's a straight intergalactic heist movie. Kind of refreshing to see a Star Wars movie without a Death Star or the rebellion's fate at stake. That's great. No connections to the old trilogy or the new one. Great. That's great. Alden Ehrenreich is super impressive as Han, but L3 might be my new favorite character. Yeah, that's awesome. A lot of love for L3. This is amazing. Solo, a Star Wars story. It takes a bit for it to find its feet and for A.E. Alden Ehrenreich to turn on enough charm to make you forget he's not Harrison Ford. But once it kicks into it, hey, let's make a crew and yes, let's also do a heist stuff, it totally flies. Kate Erbland, I don't want to add too much more review on Tuesday, y'all, but feel remiss not to add that Donald Glover is a delightful Lando, and no one should sleep on what Phoebe Waller-Bridger does as a beloved droid. Solid supporting cast all around, but there are highlights. Oh wow, that's great. Dennis Zen from Collider. He says Solo, a Star Wars story, was a mostly fun adventure and solid performances, but with a predictable story. Well, yeah, it's a Star Wars film. Come on, Never will be one of my favorite Star Wars movies, but I enjoyed enough of it. Okay, okay. Well, like I said, everybody has their own opinion. Moving along. Angie J. Hahn. Alden Ehrenreich is the real deal. Thandie Newton is who I want to be when I grow up. And Phoebe Waller-Bridges, L3. Well, we'll talk about that later. Okay. Michelle Buckman. I loved Solo: A Star Wars Story so much. It's a Western, a caper, funny with so much heart. It's got so much surprises that fans are going to love. Donald Glover is charming 1,000 times 1,000. Alden Ehrenreich is a great Han Solo, and just know I've been saying this for years. Fave new Star Wars. This is great. I can't say any much more. These folks here on Twitter are saying everything that you need to hear. So, like I said, we're gonna have to pile into the theater come May 25th. Christopher Tapley. Solo is straight up overflowing with winks, but lots of great action. And just when I was thinking, there's no way to spoil this movie, well, enjoy that bit. Well, that's all I say for right now, guys. We got to go see this movie come May 25th. It seems like Ron Howard knocked it out of the park, and it seems like we're actually going to be having a lot of fun come May 25th or May 24th for some, probably like me. But overall, this is going to be a great film. So you guys go ahead, comment, like, subscribe. All my videos down here at the bottom, you guys will see. Check out my MCU playlist for phases 1 and 2. Phase 3 is coming soon. I was just waiting for Avengers Infinity War to come out, and I know we still have Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, and Avengers 4, but I can actually go ahead and start, giving my old trailer reactions and reviews to some of those now, since most of phase 3 is out, and I guess I'll just add to them for right now. But also go and check out my recent reviews, my spoiler-free review for Avengers Infinity War. I am still planning on doing a spoiler version. Just need more time for that. Also doing something special, which is audience reaction with when I actually went to go see Infinity War a couple weeks ago. With my friends, say you're gonna hear a lot of audio and stuff on that coming soon, really soon. And I guess that's it for right now. So you guys, this is Isaiah signing off, saying peace, and until we meet again, bye bye.